Doctor?
Yo, what up? What up? What up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere. Just anywhere in the world you could be. We just hope you right here with me, the BABGOG. And I appreciate y'all pull up on me, man. What's going on? Hey, you know what it is, man. We can't say it, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, but we gonna display it. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Do me a huge favor, hit that like button as you come in. You know we about to begin, man. Listen, bro. Hey, I don't know if y'all done heard, but listen, man, get your toilet paper, get your water, get your eggs, get your bread, get your milk, get all that shit. Cause listen, this angry ass white dude right here, he ain't playing. All right, I'll cripple you, the real crippler. Anybody worry about no Chris Benoit? I'll cripple you, and we gonna get into it for y'all don't know what I'm talking about. So hey, there's a supposed strike that's supposed to start today, possibly if the demands of the longshoremen being the people that take care of their ports, you know, and I don't think people understand it, man. Shout out to the truckers, of course. People talk about truckers, but again, how do the trucks get the literal fucking cargo that they supply? Well, it comes on ships, right? The biggest, I don't know if you guys ever played this game. It's this game with like an infection or something like that, like where basically you try to kill like the world off or some shit, right? Oh shit, Joel Breezy. Hey, brother, if you got time, man, hey, definitely come up, fam. I would definitely love your firsthand experience if you had the time, you had the opportunity, brother. I'm not saying, I'm not saying it's just about money. Joel, it's Tuesday, brother. It's Tuesday now. Work with me, Joel. I ain't got no smoke for y'all. Joel, I'm not saying it's y'all fault. Calm down, brother. We on the safe side. But anyway, I think it's called either contagion or infection or whatever it is. You try to kill the world off, right? What you come to understand and realize, man, most of the goods that are transported around the world is transported how? This is why the Navy is, arguably the most important motherfucking branch of the military, because again, seafaring, bro, and controlling the seas and keeping people in waters and shit. The big thing we had, remember, between China and Taiwan and all these other things was what? they're trying to dominate and reclaim parts of, you know, the ocean, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trying to claim it as it's there. So, like you said, the earth is comprised of how much water? I think, yeah, when we was kids, they said it was like 70%, but now I think they bumped it up to somewhere around 80. But if you count, like, you know, the glaciers that are melted, and then the secret water that doesn't show up on the maps, but you know, it's underground and all these different things and so on and so forth. So literally, man, like you said, out of everything, um, uh, you know, from a terrestrial standpoint or a surface standpoint, well, terrestrial would be land, so I have to say surface. Surface of the earth, the water is everything, right? Major majority. So basically they have demands that they have met, and shout out to them, man. Listen, people, and this is what I tell you. Chronicles just fucking posted today, which is crazy. So whatever, right? So ruling class mentality. Listen, bro. People are always going to sell you short. People are going to always make you think you're never as important as you really are, because that's to their benefit. If you understood that, hey, listen, man, we all walk out of this motherfucker today, bro. Hey, they can't replace everybody by tomorrow. They're gonna replace some, but not all. Right? That's just on the simple, like, you know, hey, McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, la la la. If all the workers quit for one day, that motherfucking branch of Walmart or whoever will be in shambles for and will lose hundreds of thousands of dollars, definitely hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on what area it is, millions of dollars. If all the workers say, "Hey, man, fuck this shit, we walking out," 100%, right? 100%. I'll say even as far as, let's say, 75%. So if you all of a sudden became understaffed with 75% in one day, there's no way you're going to have that fulfilled by the end of the week. You feel what I'm saying? So, and all that, you're not able to work, right? Be open, or, you know, loss prevention or whatever it may be, so on and so forth. That's a loss of money. And the lifeblood of any business is money, right? So the longshoremen, and I'm gonna let them explain it to you, but basically from what I you know, my little research or whatever, they want a raise in pay, 77%, um, pretty much a guarantee in a reduction of AI, right? Automatic motherfucking automated and automation, pretty much, you know, the machines and shit that's working their jobs out. And that's the two major issues, right? Right? Listen, human beings are gonna have to fight, okay, in order to keep what we got. The robots are here, man. The robots not even coming no more. Remember, everybody's talking about winter's coming, bro. Winter been here. It's just not a blizzard yet. You know what I'm saying? Winter has been here, bro. And you know, hey, it's quite coincidental that this shit right here is happening. What, we're less than what 35 days away from the election. Today's the, so now right at what, 36 days from the election, correct? Oh yeah, shout out my man Joel Breezy. Yeah, over 6 years, which is incrementally. That's right. Shout out to Joel Breezy for giving that context. So 77% raised over the next 6 years, right? Over the next 6 years. By the way, yeah, man. Listen, bro. The reason why I believe the former president is going to be president again is because pretty much they know, for whatever reason, bro, or whatever, Kumla can't win. She cannot win. She cannot beat Trump, man. All right. People talk shit or whatever and understood, and again, the mathematical anomaly that occurred at approximately, was it 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the first and only time in the in the history of any type of voting, not just American voting, but voting period, right? Resulted in Joe Biden receiving the most votes of all time for president. Joe Biden received the most votes of all time by any president. Guess who the second highest receiver of votes was? Okay. Despite all the bullshit, despite all the whatever happened and so on and so forth, blah, 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 Donald Trump still ended up getting the second highest number of votes during lockdowns. So understanding that, man, writing's pretty much on the wall for that. Okay. With that being said, this is why I keep telling y'all, and a lot of people have been telling y'all, I believe we're going to see the first, not the first, the second Great Depression of our lifetime, of the country's existence. Excuse me, second Great Depression of the country's lifetime, and the first of ours. Again, if you understand this and you've listened to any type of economist, they told you what happened in 2008. Shit was supposed to be pretty much burn to the ground. Whatever can survive can survive, and not have the actual natural financial economical reset of the country. That's not what happened. Bailouts, quantitative easing, 0% interest rate, printing money. I think I forget the stat, but it was some crazy numbers, man. Like after lockdowns, the amount of like new money that was printed, crazy, bro. It's ridiculous, right? So what's the best way? You can't stop it from happening, right? Well, hey, let it happen, but hey, it's gonna be motherfucking horrible. It's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be the most gruesome, arduous, just terrible motherfucking thing ever in life. Again, man, if you look at the last run that the former president had as president up until the lockdowns, bro, phenomenal. I have to say this because I am not a Republican. I am not a conservative. I am not a Democrat. I am not a liberal. Okay. I do not have a political affiliation. Last time I checked, I think I'm registered as an independent on my. I know for a fact I'm not Republican or what's so I got to be an independent on my as a voter. Okay, because you niggas was doing that or making that claim at some point in time. Okay, whatever, right? So before motherfuckers put this shit out here, you're a Trumper, you're this. No, motherfucker, no. Again, I am a work-citive. I'm going to vote for the person who's going to do the best possible thing for me and my family. Okay, I do politics how it's supposed to be done, not how you niggas want me to do it. Okay. So he gets reelected. The bottom gets snatched out of the fucking the economy. That's everything across the board. Everything across the board. And now it's literally not even just an uphill battle, bro. It's a motherfucking a climb from hell out of that hole in 4 years. Right? The deal was, right? Now we know, remember the conflict that we're in but not in. We funded billions upon billions of dollars, but we're not actually involved because that entity is not a member of NATO, right? What was supposed to happen with that was somehow, some way, Russia was supposed to overstep, violate, and attack a NATO country. That way, it gave clear excuse for us to get involved, and you have the, official conflict with Russia, right? Via their bullying Ukraine, quote unquote, right? In the midst of that, again, you're going to cripple the economy, mind you, which again, all these, the money that's been put together for that, crazy. And remember, that was part of, I forget who said it, they was talking about it. Part of the reason why the bill that Trump was trying to get passed right after the thing didn't is because he was like, no, we're not giving no money to them you motherfuckers. Them you motherfuckers, they got to figure it out themselves. We're not giving them no motherfucking, no, we're not giving them no money. What you talking about? Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with us. I done stayed out of wars. I done brought shit together, so on and so forth. And now, no. That was a big part of them not approving that money. As soon as, whoever got in office, it got approved along with a whole bunch of the money for, these foreign entities. The current administration was supposed to get America in line and ready and in step, right, for globalism, right? You're supposed to lose your rights to everything you possibly can. Make you think that being a nationalist is racist. Associate nationalism with racism and xenophobia and this phobic, that phobic, and hatred and all this other shit, so on and so forth, blah, 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 right? Because again, man, listen, at the end of the day, the whole goal of this whole shit, bro, is I keep telling you this. America is in the way. You cannot have a one world government with the American ideology and philosophy. Cannot have it. It's my right. I can say what I want. No, you cannot do that. No, you have to have the people under the fucking boot of the fucking government, bro, willingly. That's all they know. And anybody that dares, be stupid enough to speak against it, you make an example out of them in public. Clear message that, hey, this can be you too. Right? Brezhnev told us this shit, and it's becoming more and more clear, man. You know what made me know this shit was just like when they put the Yuri Brezhnev thing in whatever COD that was, Call of Duty, they put it in a video game, that recording, bro. They playing in everybody's face at this point. People have no idea, man, and they don't care. Ignorance truly is bliss, man. Ignorance truly is bliss, right? But for those of us that understand that what's going on and what we're seeing, just be prepared, bro. Again, like I said, as soon as you get off this shit listening to me, you need to be headed to the motherfucking grocery store. All right, you need to be headed to motherfucking Costco, Sam's, whatever in bulk you can get it. I ain't saying you got a doomsday prep, but I don't think they've come to terms, and it was supposed to start today. So they start turning them motherfucking ships away. All right. And the reason why I know it's real, and my bad, I didn't get to let me see if I can upload it. I didn't get to upload it. I took the pictures. At Sam's Club, they're already limiting toilet paper and water. That's how I know it's real. And I heard the lady explain it to one of the other ladies as to why, because the lady's trying to finesse, of course, and get, like 8 packs of bottled water. And the lady was telling her, no, this is coming from the GM, general manager, meaning that motherfucking the regional manager, meaning that the motherfucking the top of the top motherfucker know, hey man, these ship motherfuckers ain't playing. Ain't nothing coming off them boats. And shout out, man. Listen. Hey man, shout out. Remember it was a show? Classic show, man. That emphasized had a one, and it was kind of a slow season, but again, man, the shout out to Trey Porter, bro. Predictive programming and revelation of the method. Shout out to Dark. Hey, Cars too. Crown Cruise say he saw it. Crown Cruise, where you at? Crown Cruise, what state you in, fam? So this cross the board, y'all. This ain't no game, bro. Predictive programming and revelation of the method, man. Right? So I don't know if y'all remember this. Kentucky. Hey. So, and by the way, I don't know if y'all understand this. Jacksonville is one of the major ports on the East Coast, by the way. Jacksonville is a major port, one of those ports. You know what I'm saying, for goods and services on the East Coast. But either way, The Wire, right? The Wire had a season, and it pretty much was talking about how I think the dude's name was Sabatka, was like all the illegal shit, everything came in through that port. Everything from drugs to hoes, guns, everything. Shout out to Dollar Washer, shout out to Prime. Whenever you go to a place, man, again, you're on the coastline and you see all them big ass motherfucking cranes and shit, and you see it always having those stacked up canisters. You know what I'm saying? Those same containers they put on the back of the 18 wheelers. That's literally like they go hand in hand. So you don't even have a trucking industry without the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Without the ports. There is no motherfucking trucking industry and delivering shit from what's the name, bro. If the ports, you know what I'm saying? The ports don't got nothing to put in them. You feel me? Yeah, shout out to the Greeks. Yeah, man. So, especially at 757, you know that, Prime. Come on now. Right? So we understand this, man, and start looking at this shit. And this is why I say, man, listen, bro, it's a lot of adults around here, man, that's not adulting. All right. Not talking to y'all, I'm pretty sure. Hey, y'all here, so y'all, we know what's going on. Bro, adults got to start adulting better, bro. This ain't just about having fun and, you know, and catching vibes and whatever, bro. Control what you can control, bro, but be prepared for the shit you can't. And I don't see a lot of that. I just don't. West Coast, and like I said, they're diverting some of this West Coast stuff from there all the way over to here, which I know that's got to be crazy. Only thing I can think that mean they got to cut through the Panama Canal to get all the way over here to deliver, divert and take up some of the stuff that they're gonna do it over here on the East Coast. But let's get to it, man. Well, I started out with it, so we'll start with it. Now this look like an angry ass white man right here. Listen, I don't take no shit. You hear me? No shit. Been doing this for too fucking long, all right?
I find it fascinating. I believe you said you joined in 1967.
Yes.
You must have an incredibly unique perspective on how the industry changed in those years. You came on before containerization, and you were a young guy and in the family of this industry. How if you could do a 50,000 foot view?
My man got a little bit of the shakes, as you can see, and he got that motherfucking crease. So he done got hit in his head. You know what I'm saying? That's probably a work wound right there. That big ass dent. Shout out to always wear your hard hats, man. Wear your PPE, your personal protective equipment, man.
Of how you've seen it change. What is it to you?
I can tell you it changed a lot. I can tell you back in the 60s, the first company that started containerization was Sealand. Two truck drivers, Malcolm McLean, Cecil Yeagers, got together and said, we're taking cargo up and down the East Coast. Why don't we get a ship, put the cargo on a ship, and go up and down the East Coast? They weren't even thinking about over Europe, none of that. They wanted to try to catch a trucking company to put it on a ship and bring it up here, put it on a ship and bring it down here. So they went and got an old tanker ship, and they got engineers, and they sponsored the money, and they got people to chip in, and they came up and they built a crane on the ship, and they got a container, and they put the cargo in, and maybe the first ship came up with 50 boxes, not even 50, 20 boxes. It worked. They came in to the port, the crane on the ship unloaded them, and they loaded them on, and they went down. Well, it caught on, and from there, everywhere you go in the world, you'll see those cranes. They look like monsters. No matter where you go, what port, overseas, Europe, Rotterdam, Amsterdam, anywhere, Spain, those.
So this man's telling you he literally saw the beginning of containerization of the industry, the change, a major change of the industry, something that started here. He named the individuals that did it, right? And then how it spread out to the rest of the world. Okay.
Cranes are there. It all started with Sealand. The company before Sealand is called Pan Atlantic, but Sealand bought that, and then it became Sealand. Okay, I show up in 1967. I explained to you before, the maintenance local was down. We built it all up. You heard me. Where the changes started, we always went for a 3-year contract. When my father, when I was a young kid, he went on strike for 25 cents. 25 cents. We went on strike in 1977 for 3 months for 80 cents.
Now listen. Listen. 3 months over 80 cents. So what the fuck you think they finna do for 77%? Like you said, hey man, as much shit as y'all talk about the old niggas, you know what I'm saying, the old dudes, old gentlemen, old men in general, older people, bruh, that mentality of nah, fuck you. We gotta bring that back to a degree, man. Right? Respectfully, fuck you. That's being lost. Men now are being bullied into, oh, you're a misogynist. You're a bigot. You're this, you're that, for simply having your own belief system and principle. Okay. All right. And again, I'm not saying you out here motherfucking, calling people just racial motherfucking shit and whatever, so on and so forth. But again, man, the fact of the matter, you say, hey man, yeah, I don't, I'm only trying to have sex with born women. You're transphobic. Oh my God. What do you mean? She's a woman too. No, the fuck he ain't. No, he ain't. That nigga just like me. This is what they want to get rid of, man. Shout out to John Amos, man. RP John Amos, the dad from Good Times, the dad from Coming to America. James Evans, one of the strong fucking father figures, bro. Right? They made James angry and always high strong, and he was always ready to whoop some ass. But James was a motherfucking hard-working man, a black father, married to his wife in his household, doing the best as he possibly fucking could for his children. Yeah, he was a bad guy. Why? Because he fucking was willing to hand down discipline, and he was stern as he should be as a man and a father. Of course. Of course. I'm gonna pull the interview and he'll say, and so he can explain as to why they pretty much killed off his character, because he said they tried to go in another direction, and he was just like, nah, man, like that's not what my character is. It's not what black fatherhood is like. So, and said the dude didn't even have the balls of calling back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, Wills, I heard that too, man. Well, hey, listen. LL know good and hell well he could have kept that lie. LL definitely could have kept that one. Will's wardrobe.
He did that shit. He guilty as fuck.
That nigga know what the hell his shit. That nigga know what the fuck he was talking about. Yeah, man, it is. You do anything as a man, bro. Everybody got something to say. Everybody go, try to shame you to some bullshit, and you need to change. It's not this, it's not that, and this is why the world's going to hell in a handbasket, bro. This country specifically, because men are so fucking soft, bro, and too afraid to be men. Talk to fucking kids like kids. Tell a motherfucker shut the fuck up. You're dumb. That don't make sense. Everybody wants to, everybody should have their say. No, the fuck they shouldn't. Tell an idiot, you're an idiot. Be quiet.
Fast forward. Back then, the companies were lucky they made millions of dollars, 10 million, 5 million. Today, they make billions and billions of dollars. MSC is the richest shipping company in the world, made 3 times the money than Amazon. A lot of money, right?
Crazy. Listen, I'm watching this as y'all watching this. Jeff Bezos is always in the top 3 to top 5 richest men in the world, right? What this man just tell you? One shipping company made 3 times as much money as Amazon. So if you got a company that makes more than one of the highest earning companies, and we never even hear about them. I never heard this. I never heard of MSC a day in my life. Everybody's always talking about Amazon, Tesla, shit. Now Nvidia. What the fuck is MSC? Is MSC on not traded? Is MSC not publicly traded? This man just told you they made 3 times the money Amazon made. Amazon's all about what? Shipping out products to customers. How does Amazon get their fucking products to ship to the customers? Well, off that motherfucking boat. Makes sense to me.
right? Billions. Well, one of the companies, and I won't mention his name, he took himself a Christmas bonus, $4 billion. He took it out for him and his family, $4 billion. A French company, I won't mention their name, they gave all their employees 50 months salary as a Christmas gift. No, look at that money. They have so much money, they don't even know what to do with it. They know they're building up terminals. They want to go automation. They want more money now. Get rid of these men. We don't need them no more. It's a big change going on. I've been fighting automation for years. They destroyed LA. They put a fully automated terminal at the Maersk line. 800 longshoremen lost their jobs. If it was up to them, they would like to see everybody lose their jobs.
Again, this is why I told y'all, as much of a fucking genius that Elon Musk is, I believe he's a diabolical genius. I think he's a villain. I think Elon Musk is a super villain because Elon Musk has said this out of his mouth, and people have not taken it serious, or people have been so mesmerized in the innovation and all the different things. Elon Musk said he supports fucking universal basic income simply because, like he said, eventually robots will replace human beings. Elon Musk said that. What is Elon Musk actively building as we speak? Shit, to my knowledge, the first gen of Tesla bots are either supposed to be, well, maybe not end of this year, but definitely next year, 2025. So the man that has one of the richest companies in the world, one of the richest men in the world, right, is producing a robot that has a plan to fucking replace you, right? And he's saying, hey, just pay these motherfuckers some money because other than that, they're going to have no purpose.
Let me tell you, it's not just in the longshore. They got ships in Europe that they're building. They got one now, runs on a battery, container ship. No crew. Somebody in an office building runs it. Goes out, goes in. They don't want.
This is why I keep telling y'all, our assessment of time. And shout out to Hamp. Shout out to This Might Be Risky. We just talking about this. I don't think we even understand the level of technological advancement that is happening in our lifetime. Just go back and think about everything that we've seen, right? And from beginning to now, and how just phenomenal that shit is. Like shit you could never fathom. We're not even, you know what I'm saying? We're not even 100 years removed, y'all. 40 years time. I'll be 41 this year. Think about it. Fucking rotary phones to smartphones. Fucking Macintosh computers with the floppy disk to fucking what's the damn computers, y'all? I can't think of the name right now. What's the name of the supercomputers that they got? They're planning on fucking shipping to outer space because it needs that level of fucking cold in order for it to run and not overheat. Quantum computers. That's what it is. The quantum computers. From fucking Macintosh, bro, to quantum computers. What a state of the art fucking. I beat you to it, Excalibur. Shout out to Excalibur, man. Shout out to him. From flow model TVs, nigga, to 100-inch flat screens, 8K. We take it for granted, man, because we're in it. We and you know what I'm saying. We're just living through it. We're not even taking this shit into consideration of just how far this shit has came. Electric cars now, not just electric cars, Totally automated fucking cars. Have y'all ever seen the Google car? The Google car is the same way. The Google car that does Google Maps doesn't have no driver. That shit's completely, totally fucking automated. All the sensors, all the cameras, all the shit, so on and so forth, drive around. And the scariest part is before we leave this earth, bro, we gonna see motherfucking the robots, quote unquote, take over, dog. Not necessarily on no, Cyberdyne system shit, not on no Terminator shit, not on no, End of Humanity shit, no iRobot shit, not saying that. But as far as the human being becoming obsolete for the most part to the robot, we're gonna live to see that. We've literally gonna be the lifetime, right? To witness the replacement of humanity. Shout out to y'all for y'all ain't paid attention to it, bro. The little video I did with the robot shit, the robot pussy, that shit went I got like 100-some thousand views on that shit, man. Still getting views. Some new person every day. That shit got in the algorithm or whatever, so on and so forth, la la la. Everybody talking shit, everybody got something to say. Bro, that shit is real, bro. That's why I told y'all, man. Even when we start talking about this gender war shit, bro, this shit is not natural, it's contrived. They needed to be this way. There needed to be a fissure between men and women. There needed to be this some degree of hatred and resentment. Can't get along, shit. Just buy your own. Who? Link, shit. What you think we doing? What you think we doing, brother?
They don't want anybody. They don't want to pay anybody. It's not only this union, it's in every union in every aspect. If they keep putting machinery to take our jobs, who's going to pay the income tax? Machines are not. Who's going to pay for the military, the roads, everything runs by taxes. Take Easy Pass. The first time they come out with Easy Pass, one lane, and cars were going through, and everybody sitting in their car and go, what's that all about? I'm going to get one of them. Today, all those union jobs are gone, and it's all Easy Pass. People don't realize it. Everybody's got 3 cars. Everybody got an Easy Pass on the window. And they go through like it's nothing. And they get billed in the mail. They didn't care about that union worker working in the booth. You go in a store today, it's self-checking. They don't need anybody to check out no more. Someone.
Shout out to Valerie Smith. Valerie, thank you, love. Damn, Valerie hit me with that one. I didn't even see it earlier beforehand. Shout out to Valerie, man, while I was on Hamps for the 20 ball on the Cash App. Greatly appreciate your love. And shout out to my man Donovan Wood, A1 Day 1 in the building, man, with the 10 on the Cash App. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Go through right now. For salute, bro. Yeah, salute to you too, fam. Bro, listen, and it takes somebody like him, bro. So imagine if he looking at it this way. This is a man that told you, like he said, man, hey, he was a little kid and been working in the business since the 60s. So imagine, so to him, and this is why you need old people, for real. I don't think people, no, y'all changing too much. You're changing. We don't need to be changing all this shit. Bro, everybody says change is good. Change isn't necessarily good, man. Change is just inevitable. Okay? Change isn't always good. It's just the fact that it's inevitable. You can't stop it. And again, once that genie's out of the fucking out of the bottle, after that fucking toothpaste out of the tube, you can't put it back in, man. There's no going backwards. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking going backwards, bro.
One has to get into Congress and say, whoa, time out. This world is going too fast for us. Machines got to stop. Yes, we're getting smart kids out of MIT and all these places. Yeah, they're all brilliant. But what good is it if you're going to put people out of work?
Hey, simple ass question, right? That also ties in with the whole fucking, human man want to be God shit. Bro, this is the classic, modern day Frankenstein, right? Tower of Babel. Man wants to be able to create something and put himself on the level of God, bro. There's always going to be that struggle, that battle. Most people don't pay attention to it or see it, you know what I'm saying, that way or think about it, but that's exactly what it is. Why would you fucking create something that's going to motherfucking destroy you? That's what humans do. I mean, we did it with guns, we did it with alcohol, we did it with cigarettes, we did it with all these other drugs. That's what humans do. As long as there's a fucking profit to it, hey, fuck it. Once you understand that shit, man, you look at life the way you should be looking at it. That's all. That's what I say.
Who's going to support their families? Machines? Machines don't have families. You got to draw the line. These companies that work in the maritime business come from overseas. Not one of them belongs to America. They want to come into America and build fully automated terminals and get rid of American jobs. Good paying jobs that support families with medical, pensions, annuities, and pay taxes. They want to get rid of them. Where's the president of the United States? He's not fighting for us. He told in LA, he told the union, hurry up and get a contract. That's the mentality they have. They don't even know what the hell they're doing today. Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to save everybody's job when it comes to the ILA and to all the unions around the world, because we're going to fight with that alliance. I'll shut them down throughout the world to prove that we can beat them. So, yes, your answer is we came a long way. We came along so advanced that technology is mind-boggling. We never had cameras on the piers. They got a camera in every pole. They got cameras they want to put in the trucks to watch the driver driving. What is this, Big Brother? I'm against all that. I'm against that. A man can't even breathe without a camera looking at him. That's not right.
What about, there certainly must be, since 1967, elements of technology that have been good for the industry.
Technology that's been good for the industry. That's a tough one because I got to be careful because I'm against automation. Semi-automation is automation. It's just a back avenue how to come in and give you automation without you knowing it. But certain technology, yes, is good because computers, we get more work done with computers. We have doubled the cargo. We have, if you look now, we have ships that are being built by these companies. Check this out. That hold 22,000 containers. It's a floating city. They had to take the Bayonne Bridge and raise it way up here so the ships could go under it to get in here to unload them. 22,000 containers. It's amazing how we came from the first ship with just a small amount of containers, 25, 50 boxes on them. So look at the future now. Look at the future in money. They went from millions of dollars to billions and billions of dollars. So the world is going by real quick.
Is it safe to say that you're not against technology for efficiencies, but you're person first, people first, like protecting jobs and families while embracing technology to keep the workflow efficient?
Let me explain a little bit about this. The first cranes that went up with diesel engines up there. As time went on, they got rid of diesel. Today, it's electric. The jobs on the waterfront are very dangerous. Just 2 years ago, one of my mechanics fell into the electric and he was fried to death. Wife, 4 kids. Happens all the time on the piers. People getting killed. There was a woman checker. She was checking the box.
Listen, man. Hey, shout out to my just hazardous fucking work environment, man. Shout out to grown man business, man. Shout out to all my electricians. Shout out to the longshoremen. Shout out to anybody, bro. You gotta wear a hard hat. You gotta put on a fucking safety strap. You hey, you get burnt up, shot up, electrocuted. Shout out to y'all. Listen, bro. Listen. One of the greatest things that the Navy ever did for me, bro, was understanding that flight line shit. U.S. Navy carrier flight line, bro, is the most dangerous work environment in the planet. All right. Most dangerous, dog. Everything can kill you. All it takes is you not paying attention for one little fucking thing, bro, and your ass can die. Okay? Nigga, as soon as you step on that motherfucking step on the boat, nigga. All right? As soon as you step on the boat, y'all know what you hearing. Boom, 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 boom. But you can't get off. Nigga, you hear it as soon as you motherfucking step across that brow. Boom, 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 boom. But you can't get off no way, no how. Can't get off, man. Bruh. Bruh, listen. The two things that gave me the most situational awareness, man, and just like always prepared and paying attention to every little thing, that and motorcycle riding. If you want to become a great driver, learn how to ride a fucking motorcycle, bro. You ain't no texting and driving on a motorcycle, nigga. Ain't no being distracted or putting your makeup on and that bullshit on a motorcycle, motherfucker. You are fucking literally driving for your life, and you looking at everything around you because motherfuckers not paying attention to you. And ain't no airbags on no bike, nigga. All right. Shout out to my man, Big Boy. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Shout out to y'all, man. For sure, bro. Shout out, bro. The hazards in these things, man. People take it for granted, and that's why I say, brothers. For real, seriously, man. Listen, bro. Put value in yourself. Put value in yourself, man. All right. Understand that shit. Dog, you out here risking your life for not only you, and not only your family, but if you're out here working on, power grids and power cables and all this, bro, you're literally providing, what I'm saying, comfort and not even just comfort, hell, survivability for whatever area you have control over. It's that serious, bro. You ain't got no power. What the fuck gonna happen? Shout out to my people in North Carolina, man. I hope everybody's good. Bro, people was telling me they had to throw food out in North Carolina, bro. They was out of power for like 2 days. Down here, too. Some people said they didn't have power for 2 days, bro. Their refrigerator ain't gonna stay cold for, in Florida especially. Ain't no motherfucking AC on, so the house getting hot. 2 days, no power, man. Hey, that's groceries out the door. The freezer shit cool. But that refrigerator, gotta go. So again, man, like I said, they understand, man. I'm gonna talk about that shit too. We're gonna do another joint, but we gotta start stop underselling ourselves, man. Gotta stop underselling ourselves.
When a guy had a high-low with double belt, 2 stacks of steel, he should have been riding in reverse. He was looking through the bundles, knocked it down. He didn't even see it. Dragged her under the high-low in front of her son, ripped her apart and killed her. It happens. It happens down here all the time. I have 2 guys killed right in front of me. It happens. We have a group in our local 1804 dead called the Lashes. The most dangerous job on the waterfront. When they put the containers on top of the hatch covers, all the way up high, you see them in the container ship. They got to be all lashed down in case the storm and the seas are real rough. The ship is doing this and this. If they're not lashed down right, those containers are going to go over into the ocean and sink. Millions of dollars of cargo sunk. So what? My men got to go out there. It's 0 degrees. There's ice on top of the container. It's freezing with metal bars and hooks, safety lines on them, way up high. And they got to put them down tight, get up on the box, slide on the ice up on top. Completely dangerous. That's in the north. In the south, it could be 95, 105 degrees. Soaking wet down there. They got a guy that goes around, they call him the water boy, giving water to the men so they don't dehydrate. Or the ones that work in the hull of the ship, they get water. It's different elements. You have us here in the north, Canada. You have from Virginia down, all the way to Houston, hot. Florida, everything's hot. Different elements. Dangerous job. We've had 17 people killed in the last 3 years. That's 17 people.
That's crazy, bro. Think about that. That's over 5 people per year. All right. 5 people a year. You ain't got to worry about that at motherfucking McDonald's. You ain't got to worry about that in the doctor's office, in the dentist's office. You ain't got to worry about that motherfucking at what, at the mall, at Foot Locker.
People didn't come home. We just had a kid killed in Houston. Young kid, a big roll of paper, weighed a ton, rolled off on top of him, killed him. That's why I fight. I fight for jurisdiction. I fight for safety. I fight for these to be compensated with good salaries. These companies are making billions of dollars. They should take us along. We brought them to where they are. Now they want to get rid of us? That's not fair. Not fair.
Hey, listen, bro. The little man, right? The little man that builds up the motherfucking big man, bro. You gotta know your power. Again. You turn that shit into a fist. The reason the fist is the fucking signal that it is, or the symbol that it is, right?
At all. And this union's been around close to 200 years. So you can see why I'm always fighting.
Why do you think you haven't had to strike since then?
Because you had leaders like me, and the companies got smart and said, we don't want to go through another 3 months strike. Let's negotiate in good faith. Back then, the companies didn't make the money that we make today. So we negotiated in good faith. We went with 6-year contracts. And we got a $1 raise, $1.50 raise for 6 years. It was great. It's a lot of money compared to 80 cents for 3 months. But today's world, it's changing into the future. They're not making millions no more. They're making billions. And they're spending it fast as they make it. I want a piece of that for my men, because when they made their most money was during COVID. When my men had to go to work on those piers every single day, when everybody stayed home and went to work. Not my men. They died out there with the virus. We all got sick with the virus. We kept them going. From Canada to Maine to Texas, Great Lakes, Puerto Rico, now the Bahamas, everybody went to work during COVID. Nobody stayed home. Well, I want to be compensated for that. I'm not asking for the world. They know what I want. They know what I want. And if they don't, well, then I have to go into the street and we have to fight for what we rightfully deserve.
Do you think, this is my last question, do you think the threat of the strike is they can understand the significance of that based on the recent things that have happened, like our Key Bridge, we're from Maryland, our Key Bridge collapsing and it just stopping all the ships from being able to deliver?
I'm glad you brought that up, because I would like to tell you something.
Okay.
When that bridge fell, my longshoremen are on this side of the bridge. No work, no salaries. Biden called me up on the phone, President Biden. Harold, I got the money to build a new bridge. I go, oh. What about my longshoremen? They're out of work now. They didn't cause no problem. Well, he goes, I got the money for building a new bridge and getting the bridge that's in the water out of there. I ask you one more time, President, what about the men whose families now have no money coming in? Well, if there was an explosion on the ship, maybe I can get the money. Listen, you're supposed to be a friend of the ILA. You can't.
Hold on. Wait, what? wait, what? Wait, what? Did y'all hear that? Maybe if there was a what? Bruh, it's Tuesday. it's Tuesday. That's all I can say. I can't say the other part. I'm gonna run it back and slow it down. Let me put it in regular speed.
President, what about the men whose families now have no money coming in? Well, if there was an explosion on a ship, maybe I can get the money.
Y'all see how this motherfucking game played, nigga? He was not supposed to say that. He's not supposed to say that out loud, but because he is who he is and he don't give a fuck. brother. Having backroom conversations in the motherfucking front room, man. He wasn't supposed to say that, man. Bro, a lot of these natural disasters, a lot of these, hey, bro, these deals, these emergency fucking fundings and packages and shit, none of this shit is clean, bro. All of this shit is you do something for me, I do something for you. Why did the president call him up? The president called him up because wow, oh shit, he cannot afford for any more fucking issues or problems already with the economy being shit for the fucking American public to be missing out on goods, services, and all this other shit, right? Cannot afford it. Yes, we definitely just heard the quiet part out loud. Maybe if there was an explosion. Bruh. Shout out to my man Joel Breezy. That's why Biden is stepping in now. He's trying to stay away from Kamala. Yeah. Listen, man, all is political, dog.
Listen, you're supposed to be a friend of the ILA. You came to me when you wanted the AFL-CIO backing. I got it for you. You called me in the kitchen. You thanked me 1,000,000 times. I'm telling you, my members need help. Well, let me see what I can do. In politics, that means you're not getting it, okay? I opened up a fund with management after the first pandemic. Let me see how much money's in that fund. I called him up, and he called me back. It's $300 million. Wow, are you kidding me? We put $300 million in there? Yeah. Well, I'd like to take some money out of there and pay for those families in Baltimore. Well, Harold, it's only for pandemic. Well, what about we get your lawyers and my lawyers and any disaster, nature disaster, whatever, we can draw from it. I have no problem as long as the lawyers work it out. They worked it out one day. It cost me $1.2 million every week to pay for their families. Plus, they were allowed to go to unemployment. And it's over now. They're back working. The ships are going in and out. I never got no help from the government. We did it on our own, management and you.
Listen, shout out to this man, bro. Part of being a man, bro, and I know people are gonna say this is corny or whatever, but honor and just doing the right thing, bro, from a business aspect, especially, takes you so fucking far. Just good business, looking out for your people, being a man of your word, and doing what you're supposed to do from a business and professional standpoint, bro, that shit is priceless. Being the greatest form of leadership, man, is fighting for your fucking people. The people that tell you the best leader they ever had is a motherfucker that stood in the gap for them and didn't fold, especially when it was some on bullshit. Even if they couldn't motherfucking get it there and you still got, you know what I'm saying, the short end of the stick, you got fucked over, so on and so forth, you'll never forget that motherfucker's like, hey man, this some bullshit. This ain't right. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. This not what happened, and this shouldn't be happening, and so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Bro, you know, you never forget those people, bro. Those real motherfucking people, dog. That's a person you can fucking depend on. That's a person that's you know, has a fucking conscience. Right? That's a person that's not no fucking dick suck. That's not willing to motherfucking throw you under the bus just so they can get to the next position, the next rank, the next fucking, you know, pay raise or whatever. Great leaders take care of their fucking people, bro.
Union. That's what we're supposed to be doing, working together. And I hope we get back into that right realm.
Do you think,
That was in Baltimore.
right?
What was the question again?
Well, it was just about, like, I remember like how significantly it impacted our businesses, like the supply chain, because I live on the Chesapeake
Let me
Bay,
explain
and all the ships were just waiting on the other
Liz, let me
side.
explain something to you. These people.
Listen. Hey, he's excited now. So I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. Let's get to it. shout out to Fatty. What they said, Kobe do the fucking isolation, nigga hit y'all with the Kobe, nigga.
Today don't know what a strike is.
Right.
When my men hit the streets from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night. Boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships.
Listen, this was 3 weeks ago. By the way, this original conversation happened 3 weeks ago. Mainstream media is just now picking this up and reporting it now. Or a day before the time when they were supposed to kick this shit off. This warning was given 3 weeks ago.
They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down. They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel is not coming in. The lumber's not coming in. They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the company's money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world. And in today's world, I'll cripple you.
I'll cripple ya. I'll cripple ya. Say he had a gun when you seen him, Who you know play in the hood play like that? I'll cripple you.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means. Nobody does.
Hey, man. No idea. Forget about it. Melly Mel, hey, man, listen, he ain't playing. Don't like he's playing to me. Yeah, all this Diddy shit. Look, this was 3 weeks ago. When the Diddy shit happened? Did the Diddy shit happen? What, a week ago, 2 weeks ago? How long ago was the Diddy shit? It wasn't 3 weeks. The Diddy shit wasn't 3 weeks ago, was it? It was like 2 weeks ago. Mind you, let me show y'all, man. Let me show y'all I ain't bullshitting. This conversation was had. Says right here, 3 weeks ago. International Longshoremen's Association. Enlarge it so y'all can see this shit, man. 3 weeks ago, man. Only 4. Look at this shit. I'm subscribing, goddamn. I need to know what's going on. They only got 4K, not even 4K subs, man. Diddy, baby oil. What was the other bullshit that Caitlin Clark and college football done started? What? I'm not even finna do it. I'm Philly horse. I'm not about to engage in y'all. What's the name, man? Now on the other side, bro, we got this. Oh yeah, y'all like listen, man. One of these days, y'all gonna put some respect on my wittiness, okay? All right, y'all see the motherfucking holy trinity of K's, nigga. Huh? What y'all know about Smokes, Glavin, and what Madison? Tom Glavin, John Smokes, and what is it? Madden or Madison? You know what I mean? K strikes are only good in motherfucking baseball, bro. Strikes are only good in baseball. We got the longshoreman strike, and now we about to talk about Maddox. Yeah, see, I'm tripping, making me look bad. Maddox. Man, I should have worn my Braves hat, but I ain't got on no blue and no red. Greg Maddox. There we go. Tripping. My ass thinking Lakers. Mark Madsen. Jesus Christ. I apologize, Georgia.
We are coming on the air because ABC News has now confirmed Iran has just launched a retaliatory missile attack targeting Israel. A U.S. senior administration official telling ABC News now that Iran is expected to fire 240 to 250 missiles at 4 targets in Israel. This includes the Mossad headquarters, Israel's spy agency, 3 Israeli air bases. We are told it'll take about 15 minutes to actually reach their targets. The U.S. and Israeli military with their defenses at the ready at this moment, including Israel's Iron Dome.
Listen, man. A lot of shit going on, bro. A lot of shit, bro. Melly Mel don't get blocked. A lot of shit going on, bro. Now you've had Israel go from whole Israel-Palestine situation. Now you got fucking Iran getting involved. Well, Iran getting involved, and now America getting involved. Now, just 4 years ago, what do we have? Literal, for the first time, peace in the quote unquote Middle East. Israel had I forget what kind of agreement it was. I don't want to say a trade agreement, but they had an agreement. Remember that Trump helped broker, right, between Israel and the Middle Eastern countries. Yeah, of course, David. I agree.
Israel has ordered residents now in Jerusalem to shelter in place. The White House had signaled a potential strike was imminent. The attack follows a rapid escalation of violence in the Middle East, something we've been covering for weeks now, including an Israeli airstrike killing Hezbollah's leader in Beirut. Iran launching a direct attack on Israel in April, but few of its missiles and rockets actually reached their intended targets. Many were shot down by the U.S. coalitions in the region. This comes as the Israeli military now says its troops were conducting limited ground raids in southern Lebanon. Let's get straight to our Ian panel in Beirut. Ian, what can you tell us at this moment?
Yeah, hi there, Kira. I mean, this is clearly underway. There have been a lot of fears that this was coming, especially after the assassination of Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah for almost 3 decades.
Now, listen, what do we talk about? Shout out to you. Hey, listen, Iron Man, another fucking revelation of the method and predictive programming. Another one. What was I saying? Damn, what was I about to ask? Oh. So again, all of these terrorist leaders and dictators and shit, where do they come from, y'all? What do they all have in common? From Bin Laden to Saddam, to this guy, even some of the fucking South American motherfuckers down in Venezuela. What do they all have in common, people? And another thing that's scary, not necessarily work dechamp, but they were trained. They received official fucking training and possible weapons. Possible. Most of the time. Thank you, Link. Yep. Every single goddamn time. This is why I'm telling y'all, man. And again, what happens is whoever the current person is in the fucking regime, even if they don't turn out to be Bin Laden himself or Saddam himself or so on and so forth, what happens is that motherfucker either dies out or they get fucking overtaken. And now the new motherfuckers that were also getting trained with them too, right? Now you got access to the fucking weapons, and now they strong arm and shit. Shout out to Strength. Listen, America cannot get involved with certain conflicts because, again, that would be a violation of treaties and pacts and shit like that, right? So what you do is you see somebody that's there, a homegrown entity, and whoever's making the most fucking noise in the streets, who's ever getting it cracking the most, the biggest motherfucking slider, rider, nose wiper, and you say, hey, listen, we don't like this guy. You don't like this guy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fucking fly some motherfucking personnel in there, secretly teach you how to do this, that, and the other, give you some skills and shit you didn't have before. We'll give you some nice weaponry. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that's probably too advanced for you to use, but we'll train you how to use that too, right? And you start you know what I'm saying, tearing it down from the inside. You're going to be our Trojan horse. Right? And then once they fucking take him over, get him unseated, if things go the way it's supposed to go, now you shuffle in the new person that you want to be elected as president, prime minister, whatever, ruler. All right. And now you own that fucking area, or what's the name, by proxy. More likely what's going to happen, though, is because that person is going to act in your interest and not the interest of the people. The person that you trained is now going to be mad at that person too. They're going to understand that you put them there. So now they're going to go after them and either kill them, get rid of them, or put so much pressure on them where they just quit and they run away. Now they're in charge with your training and they got beef with you because they feel like you finessed them. Never fails. Listen, man. I forget the definitely millions of dollars of equipment that was left in Afghanistan. That's gonna come back to bite us in the ass. I promise you. Top line, state of the art, fucking military equipment, bro. Tanks and missiles and fucking mortars and God knows what else. You doubt what? Prime, you doubt what? Let me put a link in the chat for y'all, man. Prime, brother, I'm gonna need you to go back in. Okay. I ain't gonna argue with you, brother. I'm gonna let you have it. I ain't finna argue. Do me a huge favor though, man. Y'all being a little stingy on my likes. Likes is free. Hit it for me.
The live pictures that we're now seeing, certainly over the skies in Tel Aviv, show a lot of lights in the air. Now, what's unclear is whether these are ballistic missiles. We believe Iran has fired over 100 ballistic missiles. We certainly know that the Iron Dome and other air defenses are in operation, and this is happening right as we speak.
No, I was saying that, man. You know, you can come. You hit the link, man. Yeah, we can talk about it. no problem, man. I was just saying that to say some shit. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Links in the chat is pinned.
A nationwide emergency alert to all Israelis to shelter. All our colleagues, people with friends and family are all hiding now, basically in bunkers. Many people in their homes, they have kind of makeshift shelters, and everyone is now underground. This came shortly after a terrorist attack in Israel. We're told that this is possibly the first of 4 waves of attacks. Now, this is almost, if the 250 figure is right, that's almost double the size of the attack that took place in April. Remember, Iran attacking at that time. We suspected that there would be an attack, but this is significantly larger. Israel has warned all of its citizens to take all precautions to try and stay underground if they can. We're certainly hearing the sounds of explosions from Tel Aviv in that feed that is coming from some of the television cameras there. So clearly terrifying moments for people on the ground. And then eventually we'll start to talk about what the response is. Israel has been very clear that if Iran attacks Israel, it is going to respond, and the response is going to be very severe. So we just have to wait and see. 99% of the missiles that were fired at Israel back in April were intercepted. This is double the size. That's a huge test of Israel's resources. Remember, you've got American service personnel on the ground there, as well as American citizens. You've got the US Embassy and obviously lots of other foreign nationals as well. So this will be a terrifying night for many people. We're hearing the sounds of explosions. Again, it's hard at this point to know whether these are intercepts or whether some of these missiles are actually going through. So to stress, we know that this first wave of attacks is now underway. We're told there could be 4. This first wave is over 100 ballistic missiles. There could be as many as 250 in total. Israel has warned that there will be a strong response to Iran. It's been planning this to how to retaliate for a long time, but especially that's been ramped up ever since Hassan Nasrallah was killed People in this part of the world, here in Lebanon, have been waiting for an Iranian response. Many people have been crying out for it, especially in the Shia world. There's a lot of pressure on Iran to try and respond because its proxies here in Lebanon and elsewhere, certainly Hamas in Gaza, have been under immense pressure from Israel, trying to break this so-called axis of resistance. And this is the response from Iran. But a huge gamble by Iran and a very dangerous night for Israel.
All right, quick pause, Hamdan. We've got breaking news upon breaking news upon breaking news this hour. This is the last one coming into us just now. The Israeli military says that Iran has launched a missile from Iran into the territory of the state of Israel.
All right, yeah, so that's that. Well, no, it's not going to be that, man. Listen, everybody's talking about World War III, World War III, World War III. Listen, man, World War III. If and when it happens, it's not going to be no shit where we meet on the battlefield and people shoot guns and tanks and shit, bro. World War III, bro, is going to be, hey, somebody pushing the button. Okay, somebody pushing the button. Cyber attacks, shit like that. Again, man, like I said, I don't think we've caught up mentally actually to where we are with technology, right? Warfighting technology, especially, right? Bro, there are submarines, right, on this planet, bro. That's at any given time, bro. Hey, all right. Nobody knows where they are other than the people that's on them, right? How I know what? Mike Davis, how I know what? Well, Trini and Ados, that's what I'm saying. You already got one thing going, right? And yo, what up? What up? Your sound not on yet.
There we go. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good. What are we?
There we go. All right. Yeah, we talking about submarine force now.
Yeah, well, just a little bit because I don't think people understand.
Yeah. Let me mute this shit. It's been a minute since I've been on.
Okay.
But yeah. But yeah, you can go ahead, dog, because you was talking that real shit though about how there's a lot of things going on that we can't see. You know, that doesn't make the news at all. It's not.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, man. Like I said, this shit 3 weeks old, bro, and we just now found out about it a day before. You know what I mean? And that's something that's going to impact us directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how a lot of this stuff be going on, bro. And like you said, shout out to Trey Porter. A lot of this shit just be distractions, right? I mean, people was making fun of that because at one point in time, people were like, well, what is this distracting us from? Why are we worried about, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the fucking Oscars? Like, what's really going on? What you're gonna realize is that that's actually what it is. Some shit that's going on somewhere. Some crazy ass bill that's been signed by Congress, or approved or some shit, some law that's been passed, or some shit that's happened, bro. Or something that's on the way to keep you from, taking the time to find out about the shit you really need to be worried about.
Yeah. I agree to that. There's a lot of distractions that happen, like especially like this Diddy situation. I know it's real, but I can't help but feel like there's something going on that they're just going ham promoting this over,
Yeah, well, like you said, it's again, as much as I hate to agree with Umar on certain things, that he makes a great point. Like, okay, and this is another thing that ties to what I talk about men, right? So if you question the validity of a SA claim, right? SA claim or any type of sexual impropriety, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if the woman is a prostitute, right? She's a prostitute. How you gonna say, and she accepted funds to participate in prostitution? How are you then gonna turn around and say she was forced into doing it? You feel me?
That's a tough one right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not. If you're the pimp, that's one thing. To where you're the person forcing her to go make the money, then bring you back the money is nothing. But if you're the John and the person that's, you know, what I'm saying the pussy purchaser, that's totally different. And from what they were saying, you know, and now they're saying, you know, he has hundreds of victims and people claiming victim and shit. And I'm just like, bro,
140 people, I think, right today.
crazy. I know it's 100. I know it's over 100. Crazy.
God damn. Yo, you know what's crazy? They was saying like they named off like I think like 25 of them was underage too.
See, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even go into the details of it. I didn't look into
Bruh,
it. Like
yo.
I got my jokes off the first, you know, 1,000 bottles of baby oil and that, and after that, bro, I didn't look no more at that shit. Like
No,
I said, I already-
that joint that just came out today. I think you had it up there. I think you had it on there first. Yeah. Yeah, he went into detail about the ages and then what happened with them. So people were like, yo, that was Justin Bieber, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
the way
word, yeah.
things kind of add up. And
Oh
then
yeah,
they
sure. I
got
don't know.
question.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Yeah. But yo,
Yeah.
so my thing is, yo, you worried about the weapons that we left over there?
Mm-hmm.
From my understanding, for how we roll, especially with our equipment, most of that shit was gutted out to some type of degree, right? And then the way that we, like I said, our technological turnover, that shit ain't gonna matter, bro. I highly doubt that we left something over there that we already don't have the next thing for. Like I said, when I came into the military, the Seawolf class of submarines, that was the top joint, but the Russians had stole the information. That's why they have their new class now. But we already had the North Carolina class, which is like way more technologically advanced, bro. And I got
Yeah,
a
but
chance
like you
to
said,
get
but
on that.
so use that as an example, right? So even though you might have the brand newest thing, like now they got the you know, the carrier, the fucking Ford carrier.
Mhm.
That motherfucker is like brand new state of the art, right? But it's only one. The other motherfucking 11 carriers is still the last generation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So still, as where you're saying it's not able to match what you have now, it's still a threat. You feel me?
Yeah, it's still a threat, but like, so that one carrier would probably take out like 11 of whatever they got, you know what I'm saying, or even more.
Yeah, but it's not more so to us than it is the surrounding areas. And when we end up getting involved is when they start taking over shit around them, i.e., like Saddam Hussein, or they overthrow the fucking place where things is. So you got to think about it, right? Afghanistan was already ran by what's called the motherfuckers, Taliban or whatever, right? Ran by Taliban, but they was being motherfucking monitored and it was being controlled because you know the military was there. So now that you leave, and then you leave these motherfuckers that are clearly aggressive and militant and whatever with fucking, you know, weapons and equipment. Yeah, bro, that's a fucking threat. So especially to the people being around them. Not more so to us than it is to, like, you know what I mean, the surrounding areas. And then what happens is
Yeah, the surrounding areas, yeah.
because surrounding areas, you know what I mean, get affected or whatever. Now it's our responsibility, or it's people that's allies to us, and now we got to motherfucking get involved in some shit because of whatever. And again, like I said, it's been the cycle like forever. Saddam, Saddam, Bin Laden. I'm forgetting the major was Gaddafi trained? I think Gaddafi was American trained too, if I remember right. Gaddafi, and
I think he was a part of CIA or some shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you gotta think about it. All these people that become fucking, you know, these quote unquote, they turn them into, you know,
What's a part of the CIA though? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they did some shit for us. You know what I'm saying? They was able to get like, okay, a little offload on guns.
No, but
they still don't have the training though, you know.
Well, no,
that's the thing about us. That's why one of the reasons why we're still the best is because of our training. Yeah, the men are softer, whatever you want to say. Yeah, that is true. But we still have the best training in the world. That's why Russia fucking sucks when it comes to this shit, and China fucking sucks when it comes to this shit. All the equipment is old. They don't have the standards that we have. They don't put their shit in rotation. Like Russia's wheels fucking was rotting out, rubber wheels. They couldn't even keep them up. They couldn't even make it to the battlefield at the time.
Yeah, no. So from that point, I'm not arguing that. I'm just simply saying, like you said, that was all Russian shit, right? So like, so that's
yeah,
the
most
Russian.
of this shit was Russia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's Russian quality. American quality shit, bro. Even like you say, if it's 5 to 10 years old, bro, like I say, it's better than, you gotta think, it's better than anything you got in fucking Afghanistan. Afghanistan has never produced one fucking piece of, like, you know, military equipment. Anything they get is imported from somewhere else. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So anything they get from us is, for them, is fucking state of the art, top of the line, best of the best, without a doubt. And like I said, you leave hundreds of millions of dollars of fucking equipment there, and you can see it. The shit was brand new, Prime. So I'm with you as to where, like, so I know for us, right? For the most part, anything crypto related or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that shit won't be there. And for the most part, but it was said too, and it was documented that they actually left munitions there. So they did leave fucking ammo there, they did leave weapons there, and then whatever the other equipment was. But that's the big part. And like I said, for us, it's not so much a threat for us as to, you know, the surrounding areas and the people that's already there, because better yet, shit, they can just sell that shit. You feel me? That's the black market for military fucking equipment is huge. So now you got motherfuckers that, you know what I mean? And then reverse engineering, right? So hey, we may not, you know, be able to do this, but let's take some of this that we like I said, this some shit we ain't never seen before. So now let's take this and try to, you know what I'm saying? But look at my man, my Oscar's in here. Oscar, what's up, brother? Go right ahead.
What's good? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Prime? Yeah, exactly. You're right. They're gonna take that equipment. They're gonna bust down that equipment real quick. Reverse engineering. So I think, you know, definitely our organizations, like you guys were saying, are pretty advanced. Most people kind of sleep on the government, but they tend to focus on, like, you know, presidential and say the government's incompetent. But if you know anything about CIA and all our intelligence organizations, I mean, the operations they run are pretty greased. And I think one of our biggest advantages is our agreements, our ability to go into other people's waters, other people's airspace. I mean, like, we control massive amounts of maritime waves. People don't really understand.
You remember hearing that in
massive amounts.
Arcellus Creed? Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was that? What'd you say, Prime?
That's actually, like, when I first got in, I realized that shit, like, hard, because that's in Arcellus Creed to actually monitor the waters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's yeah.
All the waters. That's like 70% of the planet right there.
Yeah,
and we just
exactly.
got
So
access to it. We got submarines always in there, new capabilities, goddamn destroyers. I mean, China's still trying to get their navy up. So at the end of the day, we're kind of up there, you know? That's why one of the ways, all the way back in the time, we were able to conquer Japan is because, not we, but Europeans, because they had them navies. They had the, you know, waterways on lock, and Japan didn't at the time. And so net, I mean, we're doing good as far as geniuses go, in my opinion. But definitely other people's drama does put us sometimes in a predicament. But sometimes people don't realize we got slapped some people out here in the world because people be bugged out. So they got beefs going back, tribal beefs. They be trying to, you know, remember World War I and World War II, we was chilling. Americans didn't even want to be a part of it for the most part. But, you know, Mussolini, you know, that guy with the H, Stalin, you know, the Japan, they was wilding out. So we had to step in, but Americans constantly said, no, 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 no. So when we don't have these bases, when we don't have these present, it's World War II and World War I that comes around if we're not involved. So yeah, we got the rock, we slap people up, but at the end of the day, it's got to be done. People don't understand how other people want things in the world. They don't want this type of order.
Obstacles, listen. You know, it's always crazy to me. You guys go into brown countries and you take over and you oppress brown people. I'm like, motherfucker, do you understand that if they could do it to us, they would, and they don't have the laws, morals, they don't have any of the shit you got. You know what I'm saying? All the shit we say is bad shit is for them really good, really good. Yes, we do. Yes, motherfucker, women and children first, motherfucker. All right. Oh, you know what I mean? In every kind of way. They target those in those countries that y'all complaining about. Like, bro, it's just crazy to me. And that's why I say that, bro, the world has gotten so soft to where now men are saying stupid shit like this. Like, American men are like, yeah, man, we shouldn't fight any wars or this. Just so, like, motherfucker, wars have been fought.
No one should die.
Wars have been fought since the beginning of time for a reason. The shit's never going nowhere.
Why you think we're so good? Because we keep fighting wars. We keep getting wars. That's why we're so good.
Motherfuckers want to take your shit, man, you gonna either give it to them or you gonna fight for it. That's it. That's what we call it war, sir. When a motherfucker wants to take your land and you say no, I'm not gonna let you have it. Okay, it can be a good
It's
thing.
on.
Yeah,
I was talking to a guy and I was telling him, like, yeah, we got issues because it's war, like things are gonna happen, casualties. And I'm not saying that's good or bad. It is what it is.
Exactly.
But what I am saying is I think 6 million, let's say America, violated 6 million. Oh, you violated and killed 6 million innocents. I'm talking about World War II, where it was like 70 million. That's a big difference, bro.
Yo, just
And then when I say
Normandy
that,
on its own.
watch this though. When I said that, you know what they said, Prime? They said, well, it should be no one dying. Whole man done said that. He was like, man, it shouldn't be nobody. I was like, bro, okay, my dude. Like, I can't help you with that. If you want to take flights of fantasy and utopia, then have at it. But I can't help you. You're just going to get rolled over. That's just is what it is, man. Like, because people, like you said, in the other places in the country, they don't care, bro. If they had The Rock, they would violate too. I'm telling you. And it won't be nice.
To the utmost, bro. Like I said, none of these, no accords, no pacts, no trees, none of that shit. Hey, the dirtiest or the ultimate fucking mess. Hey, we didn't even gotta go that far, bro. Just imagine, bro. These motherfuckers don't understand. If the Mexican cartel was big enough, like the way they get down with shit, bro. Like, and you know what I mean. We didn't have them in check, bro. America would be terrified. You feel me? And like I said, but I think you know what? That's one thing that we get that other people don't, because they see the barbarity from an American level, like a drive-by shooting or someone domestic violence and shit like that. Again, I'm not saying any of those things aren't serious issues, not saying that, but I'm just saying when you go across that water and you go across somebody's other border, their definition of that shit, bro, you got little 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds with AK-47 rusty AKs. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Like ridiculous. And I used to work at the embassy down in South America, and man, we worked close with the senior law enforcement officer that represents America. So he would get all the videos of just crimes and criminality and just deletions from the military, police. And bro, we would see crimes that would never, it's never happened in America like that. Maybe a Bundy or something every once in a decade, but not like to the degree people be dipped in acid, hanging from bridges. I'm like, lynching still a thing out here. It's a real thing, bro. And they do it in front of everybody. Bro.
Like I said, to send a message for everybody. If you in the game or out of the game, this is how we getting down.
You can get it. Like, you think Capitol Hill was something? Like, Pablo ran up with tanks onto the Capitol Parliament and was busting at the Congress members. Like imagine that, bro. Like, over some drugs.
Bro. No, bro, you don't understand. So what's your take? Obviously I'm pretty sure you're aware of the whole longshoreman strike thing going on or whatever. Speaking of the season, so it's crazy you said the 70% thing, because I brought that up. And it's just something I guess we take for granted and not think about. We get most of our goods and resources through the water, like what I'm saying, through cargo ships. What's your take on that?
Wait, you talking about the strike in Israel?
No, the strike. So no, we do 2 strikes. So the strike on Israel is one thing, but now we got the longshoremen strike over here up the East Coast. So the whole East Coast in America, the longshoremen are shutting down the ports.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang!
I didn't. Hold on, which one is it?
No. Oh, strike! Oh man, that's wild, my guy. No, I did not peep that.
Yeah,
that's going to be difficult. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Yeah, please.
Hey man, they ain't playing, man. They're going gap band oops upside your head out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just because you don't believe that you want to dance.
We start the top of the hour this morning with a Fox 5 News alert. Thousands of workers are on strike, causing ports across the U.S. to close.
Yeah, in total, 36 ports shutting down, including the port of Baltimore. Melanie Allenwick is there right now live, and she appears to be telling us since this morning that it's been heating up there, and it hasn't been a pleasant sight for many folks, especially the drivers coming in.
That's right. So for some people, I think it might have been a bit of a surprise. However, this has been in the news that it could be happening for a few weeks now. So you can see the picket lines behind me here. And this is the main entrance to the Port of Baltimore, the Dundalk Terminal. And you'll see they're walking around the picket lines in circles. Now, Baltimore police were here earlier reminding the picketers that they cannot block the entrance to the port. The longshoremen walked off the job at 12:01 a.m. There was
Not Baltimore.
anger.
Yeah, Baltimore, man.
Baltimore,
on the East Coast.
Oh no, not the Wire. Dang, man.
As picketers initially tried to stop trucks from entering, and it did turn violent.
I come here for 7 years. I pulled the
Hey, man, they done. Hey, he leaking. Leaked him. Hey, these motherfuckers playing, man. Listen,
trash and the debris out of here for the Port of Baltimore, and the officer told me to come back and make go in there to get out of my way, and they attacked me and broke the windshield and lacerated my face. Look at it.
Now, we don't know exactly what happened. The union members said the truck hit one of the picketers as they swarmed around it. We did see an ambulance come to assist, and we know that that gentleman did speak with police officers. Again, we'll let the...
I'm driving, bro. If you hold me up, I ain't gonna lie, you get 2-3 honks. You know what I'm saying? Bruh,
Well, the camera's there, so he probably.
Fuck out of here.
Bob say, "Hey, Bob say you better move."
For real.
You better move, motherfucker.
Ooh, man.
Authorities sort out exactly what happened there. Now, 45 members of the International Longshoremen's Association, 45,000 members. That's a big difference in the number, isn't it? They have all been asking for a 77% pay increase over 6 years and a ban on automation at their ports, a threat to their jobs, they say. Now, most retailers stocked up on goods prior to the strike, but if it lasts more than a few weeks, supply chain experts say it's consumers who are going to feel the direct impact of higher prices and product shortages, especially for things like fresh fruit, coffee, and cars. The U.S. Marine Alliance, which represents the ports, said it offered 50% pay increases and an agreement to keep current limits on automation, in addition to increased contributions to the retirement plans. But apparently that was not acceptable to the union members. We don't know what the next steps are in terms of the negotiations. Now, we do want to let you know that West Coast ports do remain open. They are a different union and working under a different contract, and many supply chain leaders have rerouted some of their goods and supplies. But on the East Coast, it's going to have to be a wait and see situation as to how directly everyone is impacted. I want to let you know that, again, we are going to try to get an interview with one of the local union leaders here as soon as we sign off. And if we get anything from their point of view, we'll be sure to bring it to you.
Yo. Come on, man.
I'm waiting on to see what happens with the West Coast. If the West Coast does the same thing, bro, it's gonna be on.
Yeah, you talk about inflation.
So I don't think the West Coast can do it because what he's saying, the West Coast already successful to
getting automation.
Yeah, to automation. So they're not as employee heavy. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
dependent on manual labor.
Yeah, they don't need as much manual labor. It's just and you know what? That's what the dude is trying to prevent. Which, or I don't say prevent, slow down, because it's inevitable eventually, right? That's why he's saying he knows eventually it's gonna be a point as to where there are not gonna be no fucking human beings working on them fucking ports. Everything is gonna be fucking automatic. But he's trying to. That's why I say he's pretty much buying them. And I would say if I was you, especially after this shit, listen, this is not financial advice. This is just my speculation, the way I'm looking at it. So let me say this: if you're a longshoreman, right, or port worker, whatever, this is the industry that you're in. This 77% raise is your fucking retirement plan. Don't ball out with it. Don't buy shit you ain't got a listen, y'all are done. Pretty much this what this old man, and especially him, with him being the age he is, he either gonna die out or he gonna fucking retire and get that shit to somebody else. This is your chance to collect your money. This is fucking Custer's last stance. This is your last hurrah. That is the whole purpose of this shit. After them fucking 6 years and that 77% increase, I promise you, as soon as that shit is done, y'all are. Everything they're trying to do from an automation standpoint, you know what I mean? Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Man, they're gonna blow it. They're gonna spend their joints at Bed Bath and Beyond. They're gonna be at the Knicks game. That drinks is gone, man. They're gonna be at the Ravens game with the face paint on. That extra money is already allocated. Look, I would have to say this, and it might go contrary to what most people want to hear. Is bro, them guys, y'all gonna have to figure out something else for real, guys. If you got an old skill set that's being phased out, trying to slow down automation ain't doing nothing but hurting you in the long run. How, Sway? First of all, YouTube University is where y'all ninjas need to go. Go learn a skill. There's massive amounts of stuff online. You ain't got to go to college. Just online, you pick up a skill that shows you how to make money, especially in the modern times. When you try to decide to slow down automation, what you're saying is, okay, China's over here fucking fully automated. They got a whole port, just robots. It's about 43 people that work at the port. It's effective and efficient and streamlined. They're killing it at the ports. We're out here talking about, man, let me delay this. And another one is we got a foundry for semiconductors. We try to build a factory out here because, you know, everything's in Taiwan. So we try to onshore it so we won't be, you know, dependent on Asia like that so much for that critical component. Man, they turned around. We didn't have the skill sets, the engineers, or the operators to actually manage a foundry. So they were like, hey, look, TSMC was like, we got to employ a little bit more Taiwanese people because they're like the best at it. And then we could phase them out. Americans are like, no, those are our jobs. You can't take it from us. They're like, bro, you can't do them right now. You never ran a foundry.
Yeah, you can't perform the work, genius. And listen, man, that's listen. I understand American pride and all this other stuff in America, but bro, listen, like you said, if you're not qualified, step the fuck back. All right, just step back. All right, learn something, get some training. But like you said, man, hey man, a lot of these good paying, and again, we already seen this happen. We already seen this happen with the auto industry, right? Auto industry used to be the main thing to fucking go to. Hey man, hey, go to fucking Ford, go to GM, go to Chrysler. Work them, 30 years or whatever, get you a good paying job, get you a bonus, a decent raise, all the overtime you get, bro, that shit over with. The same thing, like you said, man, listen, they done already told you the writing's on the wall. He said that the president dude was complaining about it. He's like, California, LA, they destroyed it. They already destroyed that port. It's all automated. They have like 13 guys or whatever that work there, and they just, that's it, right? Mind you, absolutely. Check this out now. So he said, and he talked about RP, God bless the dead, right? 17 people have died over the last 5 years, right? But in LA, you have a fucking automated port with only 13, which requires 13 workers. So if you're a businessman, what are you doing? Well, motherfucker, listen, I get this motherfucker automated here. I just saved fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just saved at least 13 motherfucking lives. You know what I'm saying? I cut down fatalities by fucking 75%. You feel me? What are we talking about here? So that's what we're talking about, man. Like, and again, and at the same time, listen, shout out to the longshoremen. Y'all are greatly appreciated, man. Y'all need it, and so on and so forth. But as I'm telling you this, please understand and know. Listen, once these fucking 6 years is up, you gotta go. I'm telling you, it's over with, man.
I can't really. You should be in a mind frame where you always looking for gaps to fill in your career. Whatever you're doing, you should be looking at, okay, where can I add to my skill set, make more money, and be more valuable to the company. You know what I'm saying, or whatever you're doing. Well,
no, but it's not even that though. As much as, like you said, so I think we're at a different thing. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. First off, you're exactly right. Hey, as a person, man, especially, you should be trying to be as skillful as you possibly can in any. You should be a fucking Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? Know as much shit as you can do. be as proficient as much things as you
update. You got to
possibly
update shit, man.
Yeah.
You got to roll with the
But
time.
the issue here, Prime, though, is like you said, it's phasing out people, period. So no matter how fucking more advanced you get, other than being an operator, learning how
Nah,
to
that's why
operate.
you advance into technician. You can advance into engineer, you know, consulting.
Yeah,
AI.
you
So
have
we
to
got
fit.
AI. AI needs people to tell them how to run the programs. They got to learn how to do it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's what it is. I mean, like Japan used to be a very big industrial power, but they're not anymore. They're mostly service sector. And so there's a development phase where factory jobs phase out of a nation and they become service sector. So most of our added value is service now. We don't add value in industrial, not that much anymore, since, great companies like Tesla or something. But at the end of the day, you have to just update your skill set. And once again, normies, regular people, y'all shoot yourselves in the foot. This ain't the Roman Empire where your dad pass a job on to you and he show you how to chop up a butch meat and then you pass it on to your son. It ain't like that no more. You got to run a different type of play. And you're lucky to have that. I'm saying you used to work at the factory for 30 years, my dude. I know Africans who were selling bush meat on one street for 30 years, bartering every day. They didn't get to live paycheck to paycheck. They lived nickel to nickel. They live day in and day out, hoping that they could sell eggs. And some days they'll buy the eggs, boil the eggs, and sell nothing. And so that's how most people in the world live. They don't have no comfortability net where I just work a job for 30 and then I'll be safe. Ours went down to 10 to 15 years. Well, as I always say, we're still doing good as far as geniuses go. Work those years, allocate your money responsibly, and you'll be straight.
Yeah, man.
And wear protection. Stop having kids because you ain't ready.
Yeah, always. Yeah. Hey, ain't for the throat. I like to say. But hey, man, if you guys have not already, bro, listen, please pay attention. Listen, hey, Sherelle, if you got time, hit the link because I will, or any other trucker, I would like someone of you guys to come up and give your the importance of, I guess, the correlation between the trucking industry and then the port industry. That would be great. So give you guys perspective. But most importantly, y'all, listen, man. These dudes not playing about these strikes, so they're officially on strike until they get what they get. Like he said, hey, I'll cripple you. That's what it is. Hey, this old white man, you know what I'm saying, with a a strong accent, I'll cripple you.
Hell nah, we making money off of that shit. Go ahead. All right. We make money off of that. Stocks go down. All right, cool. Make money on the way down and up.
Yeah, right.
For real.
Shoot, that old man might have some stock in the first place.
You know what I'm
You never
saying?
know.
Yo, you never know.
He like,
That's how it
I'm
be,
gonna make
though.
money on this digital thing.
Shoot. They probably tell him what to do.
I haven't seen these non-driver trucks yet, but
Well, no, they like I said, the semis. No, I think they tested one, and if I remember right, Tesla tested one and it killed somebody. Don't quote me
wait,
on it.
no. Tesla ain't got no damn autonomous. They got a truck, but they ain't kill nobody, and it ain't been autonomous.
I'm pretty sure
Nah,
it was.
people die from the self-driving cars when they dumb enough to just go ahead and
No,
fall asleep.
no,
at the
no.
wheel.
It was. I won't say it's Tesla, but I know for sure there was one.
Yeah, man.
Completely, totally self-driving car, no person in it whatsoever, and it ran somebody over.
Yeah, definitely was a Tesla, bro.
Yeah.
We got the semi trucks, but they ain't no damn driverless. Like hell nah. The big ass joints. The cars ain't driverless. So hell no.
Well, you say they got them in
Yeah,
Texas and Houston.
They still
Look
don't
it up.
trust them being driverless yet. Nah.
18 wheelers is crazy. That's scary.
18-wheeler driverless.
Man,
bro.
come on, man. iRobot, man.
Yeah, that's
You
scary.
be good.
I could see it happening, but not right now. When everything else is self-driving, yeah.
I drive by that motherfucker 18 wheeler. They ain't got no goddamn no driver in there. I'm doing. Hey, listen, I'm doing 120. That motherfucker instantly. Why are you going so fast, motherfucker? You see that truck? Ain't nobody in it. Give me the ticket. Goddamn.
I'm calling police on that nigga.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I knew it was when they did the first thing, but I think hell, Tesla's in the process now. It's a guy that has a channel about it, to where they're updating the, like you said, the automatic driving. Like, bro,
Yeah,
even that in itself.
We got that coming up October, Autonomous Day. We're gonna be dropping that robo taxi allegedly. We'll see.
And then, hey, so yeah, Oscar, what's
Waymo's
the date? What's the date on the Tesla bots now?
Oh, well, the Tesla box, they got like 1 or 2 in the factory already, like on the floor line. But production wise, projection maybe into 2025, they'll be
That's
like
okay. So I know you.
facility.
Hey man, hey, make sure y'all sub the obstacles, man. Obstacles definitely be dropping. Everybody hates Tesla, giving you all of the tech info or whatnot. The brother's extremely knowledgeable.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I told y'all, bro. This automation shit, bro, is coming. And it's gonna come. It's gonna happen so fast, and I think that's why I keep telling people about this technology, bro. We take it for granted because that shit not gonna happen. No, ain't no way, bro. Like I said, bro, in 40 years time, bro, we went from motherfucking, big ass motherfucking computers that fill the whole room to some shit, and to having the same power in the hand of your phone.
Yeah. I showed like a graph. It's crazy too. Technology has been able to excel massive amounts of like capital and value in the world. I showed a chart where, let's say in the 1950s, the global GDP, like, gross domestic product of the whole globe, was like 10 trillion. But then in 2000s, it was around like 60 trillion. So that's a big jump, right? And then now it's currently sitting around like 140 trillion. So the amount of capital and production that's going on because of technology has exponentially grown. Before that, back in 1800, 1600, that junk was damn near like, under $1 trillion. It was flatline for a long time. So now when you think about artificial intelligence entering into the picture, guys, this is about to get crazy. So you better just advance yourself on technology, connect yourself to it, become an immigrant to technology, and get on the goddamn wave, or you'll get left behind for sure. You'll be looking like District 9 out this motherfucker.
Shout out to a man, D Champ, man. Hey, he ain't tell no lies, man. Kodiak's first driverless semi trucks are rolling in Texas. This was July 23rd, 2024. I don't want to see this shit. Get on my face. All right. And it's from Axios. Kodiak Robotics will supply autonomous driving technology to Atlas Energy Solutions, a key player in the fracking business. It announced Tuesday. Oh shit, fracking. Listen, man. The companies. Let me see who's in here. Oh, he dropped out. Cool. The company said they are already completed a fully driverless delivery of frac sand in Texas. Permian Basin, a 21-mile journey from an Atlas depot to a well site. Kodiak says it was the first driverless commercial semi-truck freight delivery in North America. Hey, man.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hey, man.
Super localized.
Happening faster than.
But there's opportunities there, guys. I don't even think it's that depressing. There's a lot of things that people could add value in that are currently, you know what I'm saying, undermanned. Y'all always be crying about affordable housing. How about y'all get into real estate or something? God damn it. Just figure it out. That's all you got to do. Ain't nobody going to help you out.
Indeed. Shout out to my man, West Ham. Greatly appreciate his brother for the 5. Damn, I can't stream y'all, but I work at VIG and NIT. My company builds the shuttle trucks. We sell automated machines, but they are twice the cost. Well, are they? Think about it, right? So I don't think this. So let's just, and this is why I say we have to have these conversations and think about it, right? So, bro, I don't think people understand how much employees cost, bro. You know how much it costs a fucking business? You know how much it costs a business to hire a person? Especially you're talking full-time worker and benefits and shit and that.
And then like, training.
Yeah, yeah. It's so much shit that people cost, bro. Shit. Both of us, bro. What they tell when they tell you that shit, you are an asset of the United States government. we trained you, we paid you, we're gonna get our money out of you. That's the shit they tell your ass in the fucking military, bro. Because again, you don't just come in the motherfucking what's the name and come in the military, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Army, whatever, and know your motherfucking job. No, they have to train you, they have to teach you how to do it, right? And then once they teach you how to do it, more likely than not, you're dealing with nothing less than $1 million worth of equipment, be it a ship, be it a plane, be it a tank, hell, be it a fucking certain weaponry, right? So think about this shit, right? So you get there, they train you for, let's say, a couple $100,000, but now you're entrusted over, for bare minimum 4 years, millions of dollars equipment. If you fuck some shit up, you know how much that costs? You ever seen a motherfucker break some shit that wasn't supposed to be broken? The whole command is scared.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Listen, it's though twice the price really ain't twice the price. That's upfront cost. Employing human beings is a long term, as long as that person is there, and that's even in perfect scenarios. Nobody gets hurt, nobody gets killed. Hell, nobody makes it to retirement. All these things, man. It's so many things. So people don't even understand that, and this is why automation is hitting so hard and so fast, bro. People are a liability. If a fucking machine break, I either just buy a new machine, or even better,
lease out a new one.
Replace it. I mean, not
Yeah.
replace, repair it. I just repair it. It's a fucking nut. It's a bolt. It's a wire. It's a this. It's a that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So-
why that Optimus robot, it looked crazy, because maybe the leasing option is about 60 grand, but for that human, for the equivalent type of skill set, it's almost 300,000 on an annual
Exactly.
basis.
Yeah.
People be worried about what they get paid. A company has to pay taxes on you. A company has to pay for your medical, your dental, your babysitting. A company has to even sometimes break down their ownership and get you a piece of the ownership, which is called employee, compensation, stock options, stock awards. So it costs them a lot overall, more than the money you make on an annual basis. Triple that, 3x that, guys. And that's how much the actual company allocates to you as an individual working. So if I could automate and pay, six racks, 60 racks, I'm doing it ASAP Rocky.
Oh,
I
definitely.
don't care if it's new and it's
Without
going to
question.
break and I got to figure it out. I got to figure it out with humans I train, give pension, and then they could sue me. And you're not even considering lawsuits when people start filing them, talking about that they were, fired and etc., unjustly fired. So it's a lot of
Yeah. Even that. Damn, I didn't even cover that. Think of still legal shit, right? So hey, you come to work drunk or some shit, or so on and so forth. Mind you, you came to work drunk and you fall off the motherfucking stairs, or you do whatever. So now you suing me, right? And I gotta either, fight it, which the lawyer's gonna charge me a fucking arm and a leg for fucking business motherfucking, business fucking legal shit. Or I gotta settle with you for, thousands, hundreds of thousands of millions of fucking dollars when you fucked up. I ain't no getting drunk for no fucking robot. Goddamn.
Look, they was drunk at work. They coming back like, yo, I'm suing, man. They done set me up, man. Goddamn corporations. They all in the news, like, and my wife just had a baby, and I'm telling you don't know.
Crazy, man. Crazy. But hey, fellas, I greatly appreciate y'all for coming through, man. This was a wonderful Tuesday. I know we can't say the other part because I say that motherfucking YouTube try to take all my shit down. The only good strikes are in baseball, man. All right, the only good strikes are in baseball. Got a whole bunch of strikes going on. Get shit together. All right, go get your toilet paper, go get your water. Stock them on the shit you need to stock up. I'm not telling you to doomsday prep. Oh, look at West Ham. There you go, brother. You made it. What's up with you, brother?
Not much. What's going on? Fantastic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man. Go right ahead.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, I work over there at VIG and NIT. My company actually builds the shuttle trucks. That's the machine that actually we also build the machines that lift. It's called ship to shore cranes. We actually build that in Europe also. but you can look it up, Calmar. We do automated systems. My homeboy was out there in Long Beach um, during COVID. I went all the way from Maine, Portland, Maine, to Miami to actually what is it, Barber's Cut in Houston, and did automated machines.
Oh
Um,
shit.
yeah. So yeah, during COVID, I was gone 230 days. And also during that time went to Chicago, uh over there by you in Jacksonville. What is it, Blunt Island,
Yeah.
the Marine base? I did work on that machine, the ship the shore out there. So automated, and this is why I was saying with automated machinery, it costs twice as much, and also you have to do a lot of work on the foundation itself because it has to have magnetic markers throughout the whole port so it knows where it's going.
Okay.
Also, with those machines, it's something called, you might have heard them before, SICK. They're a German company. It's lasers that shoot around so it knows detections of when things are coming
Oh,
close,
infrared
this, that, and the
sensors and
other.
shit. Yeah.
Yep. That machine is filled with them. And those suckers are like
Yeah.
60,000 a pop.
No, that's a
And
lot.
they go out quite often because it's on 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Damn, I might need to look into y'all might need to look into that. Y'all might need some
yeah,
help.
yeah. It's a German company called SICK Lasers. But yeah, we do a lot, but with everything that's kind of going on with the port, not a lot of people mention it was a fund for all the guys that was working throughout COVID, and it was supposed to be something like, I want to say 300 million or something like that. That
Yeah,
was
that's
a
what he said.
fund for all the guys. They never received that money while
Well, yeah, he
working
said.
during COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he the president of the longshoreman, he said that, right? Because he said
yep,
it was they had only slotted it for, I guess, like pandemic shit. So then
yep,
he said he sat down with the lawyers and got it as to where they could get the people paid up in Baltimore when the bridge got broke.
yeah. And I mean, like, I know, we kind of think alike, I watch your stuff and whatnot, but like during the heat of COVID,
Hmm.
we were going to liquor stores because it was no rubbing alcohol. So you would just buy the bottom of the shelf rubbing, vodka and just
Damn.
wipe yourself down. Like, yeah, man, like I went to Chicago in Ghost Town. Me and my boss, we had paperwork to say that we're essential personnel, yada, yada, yada. We would go through downtown Chicago. It was almost like I Am Legend. Ghost Town. Nobody. We parked the car in the middle of the street and just start walking for blocks. During when everything was locked down, all you could do is go to the hotel and work. That was it. Like so I understand the cause of it. I ended up joining the local port, and that's why I was talking about work at Vig. That's the one over there on the Portsmouth side by the Midtown. And then
Oh, to buy the big. Oh,
yeah,
and seven.
yeah, yeah,
Bet.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, I'm
Okay, got
using. I'm sorry. Sometimes my junk say West M757, but
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man. So and NIT is right there by NOB.
Yeah,
Y'all
I got you.
go up in there to do
You said
the
it, when
fire.
it registered when you said Portsmouth, it registered. It's like, yeah, all right. So I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like it's a lot to it. And the thing is, I think the what a lot of people say is, oh, those guys make so much money. Like on average, them guys is pulling like 60 something hours a week. So it's a lot of the overtime that they do, to get a decent salary. But like if you're a crane operator, yeah, you are making a good amount, but you can't pay me to do that job because every time you lift a load, that thing is made to sway side by side. And that job is what, 240 something feet in the air. They can have that. Like, yeah, like I mean, storms come through. If it ain't lightning, you still working. So, like I think this is the way that I look at it. When the convoy happened with what was it, the guys in Canada, the truck convoy,
Yeah.
you saw people demonize them. Like, I think that this is truly a battle between the white collar and the blue collar. A lot of the people in the white collar was able to stay at home, have their cushion job, this, that, and the other, while people were out there. Like, literally, if you look up, what is it? Crazy thing, the freaking jump with Young Dolph. It's a rail yard, not even a 5-minute walk from where he died. Me and my homeboy, we had to go and break down some machines out there. During what was it? George Floyd. I wasn't there in what was that? What did that happen at? It happened, George Floyd happened up in
Missouri.
Missouri. Was it Missouri?
Either Missouri or Minnesota.
Minnesota, that's what it was. It was Minnesota. But don't forget, he's originally from Houston. So I was in Houston at the time when all that happened. Then after I finished doing that job, they took me to go work at a rail yard job in freaking damn Southside Chicago when they started having all those riots. So like when we moving in this, that, and the other, we ain't in the best of the best area, because where else would you put a rail yard? Where else would you put a port? They ain't always in the best of the best area. So that's why I think it's more of a clash of, between the white collar and the blue collar. So I think hopefully it goes peacefully. I don't want it to see drawn out where people kind of get hurt, but like, the president that we have is, he's never backed down, and he's a man's man, and if he says he's going to do something, he does it. So what is it? 80 something thousand people, have support in them, so we'll see how it goes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming up, man, and giving us some insight, brother.
Yeah, appreciate
it. Ain't no problem. No problem, man. Yeah, love your work, man. I am truly happy that, we have people like yourself, good voices out there, and doing good, and, showing people, how to do stuff. My dad and my mom was both Navy. So, yep.
Hey,
that's what's up,
hey,
man.
Hey, I'm glad somebody's listening, man. It's good to hear. But hey, man, hey, great convo. Be aware, man. Pay attention to what's going on. Listen to damn Diddy. All right, don't be that. No Diddy, goddamn. That's how y'all ought to be. But that's all I got. That's it on that one. Catch y'all next, man. Holla. We out.
All right, wait a minute.